Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's go to Norma Linda, and we'll see what's happening in stock movers in the equity markets today.
Well, quite a few things to look at today. Market is lower, of course, but looking at shares of Starbucks, that's ticker SBUX, also lower in trading today, down as much as 1%. The big news of the day here for this company is the fact that it will be closing 1% of its stores in the U.S. and Canada. But I mean, this is really a big cosmetic change. They're doing a $1 billion restructuring here. Brian Niccol, who we know was a CEO that came in last year from Chipotle, he's really been trying to change the vibe of Starbucks. He wants it to be a more inviting space. So they're closing down some of these stores, hoping to right size the company here and really just make an integral shift here in terms of how inviting it is and how people feel comfortable with being here in this store. But I mean, as I mentioned, it's only about 1% of stores that are being closed, but this is definitely pressuring shares right now as we're kind of digesting the news.
All right, I'm looking at the S&P 500's best performer today, and it is Intel, up by more than 5.5%.
Yeah, Intel is doing well today, as you mentioned, the best performing stock in the S&P 500. That's ticker INTC here. I mean, this is a name that's really been in the news for quite some time, week after week here. I mean, right now what's going on is the fact that it's going to be seeking investments from Apple, essentially in a comeback bid. I mean, we know the U.S. just took a 10% stake just weeks ago, and we're really seeing a lot of people running back toward this company as we're really trying to invest in U.S. homegrown manufacturing here when it comes to semiconductors. So we are seeing shares up about 6%, as you were calling out there, Scarlett. A lot to digest there. I mean, Seaport Research, they upgraded the stock to neutral from sell. They'd had a sell rating on the stock previously, but they're essentially assuming that there should be some near-term upside here for the company, especially if it receives even more direct investments here.
You know, it's interesting. I'm just looking at, what does it mean for Apple? And Apple stock this year, it's kind of flattish on the year, but since that April low, it's up 46%.
Wow.
Starting to get a little bit of AI wind to maybe at its back, because this is a name.
What AI does it have to offer?
Well, I think the AI wind is, we'll talk to anybody. We'll talk to people who make acquisitions. We'll make maybe an acqui-hire type of thing, as opposed to, we got nothing for you.
Okay.
Kind of
Their
what we were.
balance sheet makes them nimble.
Yes.
That's a great point.
And I just think the winds have kind of changed a little bit here for Apple. Maybe they're getting a little bit of that tailwind for AI maybe here. And this, I guess, an investment in Intel, like everybody else is doing it. Why not? So, okay.
Why not, right?
All right? What else you got?
Well, I also wanted to keep an idea of people taking stakes here. I mean, we talked about this yesterday on the closing bell, but Lithium Americas has been a name that's also been in focus. That's ticker LAC, based in Vancouver, but focuses on a lot of lithium-based products here. Essentially, they soared yesterday and are continuing a lot of those gains. They closed higher by 96% yesterday, nearly doubling. But the U.S. is saying there's some conversations ongoing about the U.S. potentially taking a stake here in this company. It wants to take equity specifically. This is coming during a renegotiation of the terms of its $2.3 billion loan that was extended by the Energy Department. But it seems as though the U.S. government is making a lot of moves right now, taking a lot of stakes as they really want to bet on U.S. production here.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.